All right, and we should be live. So I'm going to announce to my Discord as usual. So today I am going to be continuing on with the memory game project. I might I don't know, I might wait a minute or two for people to. Actually, I'll wait to start the timer. But yeah, no. So we've got last time we worked on this. I apologize for the schedule change. Stream. What was I gonna say? I had to delay stream yesterday just due to some real life stuff related to my move. That's hopefully coming up soon. So yeah, just had to deal with that. But I've got this in the works. I think we can probably realistically finish this today, if not tomorrow. Because I don't think there's honestly that much to the game. We just need to add like a score and some other things. But yeah, so my plan is to make these clickable and then maybe add some content in there. Like I know we were looking at these avatar styles. And I was just doing a little bit off stream just to refamiliarize myself with Tailwind, because this is the first project that I'm using Tailwind for. So yeah, I think the next order of business is to get these clickable. The other thing I need to do is I also need to figure out media queries for like different display, like whether it's desktop or yeah. So I need to figure that out. Width of 16 by default. So yeah, I'll go through this responsive design section at some point. Targeting mobile screens. Small. Okay, so I see. So that targets mobile. So I can figure that out after. Okay. So I need to make these clickable. So this is our card.tsx. And we need to have, so we have an isClicked prop, right? And then we will say, we'll get an event in here, which we don't need a useEffect for, I don't think. So I need to get an event listener. I think I can do, let me actually see. I don't remember how to add an event listener to this thing by itself. Let's see. Component add clicked event listener. Just because I don't remember exactly. That's outdated. Responding to events. Handle click. Right. I see. Okay. So I'll do that. I'll do const toggle click or click handle click. And then I can just like do a if not is clicked, then actually I don't even need to check. I can just set is clicked to be true, right? Yo, Gervier, how's it going? Not too much. I hope you're well, my friend. Just you know, continuing on with our project from last time. I apologize for having to delay stream. Just some real life stuff I have to take care of. Yeah, just continuing with the memory game. Okay, so I think we can add that to this div, right? So we can add an on click, or was it on click? I guess maybe it has to be a button to have that, right? Maybe the div doesn't have on click by default. I didn't think of that. So maybe we need to actually make this a button event. That might make more sense also semantically as well to do that. So we can make this a button event. Or not an event, an element, sorry. I don't think that changes anything, right? Yeah. Okay. Although the text is centered, but that's okay. Text left. And then I don't know what text align is. Let's see. Text align. Yeah, text left. Text start. Should go up to the top, right? Text start. No, not text align. Vertical align, that's what it is. Maybe. No. Setting is clicked like that is not good. How come? I think that should work, right? On click is handle click. Is clicked is passed in as a prop. React node. Did I mean to call it? I don't think I can. Do I have to write it as a function? Maybe. Well, we'll just put it like this. Actually, I don't even need it as an external function. I can just say is clicked as true or something like that. Should always modify variables using useState provided function. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. So I could, but then I would have to make a state from the prop. Is that not like duplication of stuff? Like, so I could do like, but putting the on click is the wrong place. You need to put that before and not after. Oh, sorry, I put it in the wrong spot. You're right. Sorry, I lost track of where the tag was. That's my bad. And then this, why isn't this working? If Boolean is not assignable. Oh, does it need to have, okay, yeah, it needs to have a function, so I can just do this. Oops. But I now have to do something like this, right? I'd have to have some sort of state, or I just don't pass the state down. The only problem is I want to manage the isClicked state up here. Then I would have to pass state back up or something like that. Oh, fair. That's true. isClicked, set isClicked. Let me just think about that for a second. So I have the card list, and then the card props isClicked, set isClicked. Then I don't actually need to, yeah, okay, that's fair. Okay. Let me, sorry, this is my first time looking at the code, in a minute here, so just bear with me while I get, you know, caught back up to speed. I haven't touched this code in like 2 days, so set is clicked is gonna be, and then I need a function for that, right? And then I need to do a handle click, right? You pass a function like set is click index number, and then use the update. Yeah, I got that. So if I have the ID, what I can do is I can do a function. I can do like a, I could do an ID, which is a number, right, or a string, and then, I think I just need to do this. I think I got this. And then I can just do, oh wait, sorry, I'm dumb. This is not the right syntax. It's like this. Yeah. Okay. And then, I can do, we can do card lists, so set card lists. And then so we have those as list elements. Okay, then I need to make a new card object, right? So I'll just do this for now. So that needs to be a function too. Oh yeah, it's not a Boolean, it's a function. Constant handle click. Oh, maybe. Yeah, you're right. That's true. That's right. That's true, Groovier. I think I've got it though. So I need to do a set card list, but then I need to do, so I could do a spread. So, but I need to make a new object for this. So I've got this card props type, right? So I'm gonna say const new card or updated card is card props, and then I'll do ID is card ID. I'll just do card ID, and then is clicked is true. And then, oh yeah, and then I'm handling this here, right? Oh, and then I need to do the set function. I'm just gonna leave this blank for now. Card set. Card.set is clicked. And then this is init card data set is clicked. Oh, but I actually don't need to include that in the data structure now that I think about it. Although, yeah, I do because it's a prop. So it's fine. You've also downloaded Obsidian and like using it. The thing is, I don't have anything to write about. That's fair, Groovier. You can always screw around with it, even if you just have it. So I'm gonna do set. I can do actually. Hold on. Let me actually set these to be. How do I do this? I think I can actually do it like this. I think I can do card list, card ID, or sorry, no, spread is at the beginning here. Right, and then I can do this, and then I can do card lists, and then updated card. I think that works. And then now I can put that in here. I can do handle click. How do I actually like put a function as this though? The thing. Maybe like this. Handle click. ID. No, and then I need to pass it. How do I put a function in an object? That's the thing. Oh, it's gonna yell at me because of type. I forgot about that. Card.set is clicked. The other thing I could do is, yeah, this is not gonna work. So we need that. Card data set is clicked. That's in here. Oh, but it's not matching this type, yeah. So card ID. I need that type to match, I think. And then I think I can call it like this. Do that. So this is close. Parsing error. Handle click. Yeah, see, I don't know how to actually specify that function in here. Unless I don't need. No. Let me see. It's gonna take me a second here to get caught up. Access object and a function. React function components. Oh, I see. Okay. Wire functions declared directly inside of a component. Because I'm passing this to the object now. I wonder if, because this is a prop, type boolean is not assigned. This is not a boolean. Oh. Handle click. And then this isn't typed, I guess. So I need to get this guy in here. Set is clicked as handle click. I forgot how to do. There's a way to do this. I'm just like brain farting hard right now. I feel like I'm not on my A game either because I've just been dealing with so much like moving stuff and, you know. But it is what it is. It's the real process, right? Do I have to wrap it in like, I thought I had to maybe wrap it in brackets, but maybe not. Expected type comes from property, no value exists in scope. Because handle click is the right type, right? Let's see. Because I don't need that. I could just put it here. So like instead I can just do this. That's gonna error out, but then I can just do this. I can do just handle click in here. But then this is gonna error out. So I need to actually like, can I get rid of? So here's what I can do actually. Now that I think about it, hard props and this type here, which needs to be included in let me just set, or just say type. This is kind of messy. Set is clicked type equals this. And I need to make this capital as well. Oops. Why doesn't this work? Set is click does not exist on type. I wonder if I put this inside of this. No, that doesn't work. Although I don't even need to track. But yeah, I do for that. I do. Because the props and the data are different things. So I should probably refactor this a little bit. So let's try refactoring this. Let's say this is export type card data. And then so we'll have card data here. So this is card data, Card data, card data. And then card props is a different thing. So then I can do card props is equals card data and set is clicked type. But then the problem is this doesn't, I wonder if, I need to combine these types somehow in a way that makes sense. Combining types. Working with union types. Not what I want necessarily. I want an object that contains card data. I wonder if I could do it like this. Like, can I do a spread on the card now? Because I need one object that contains card data and... I think you want to do is card data and set. Ah, okay, I can do that. Set is clicked. Thanks for Greer. That almost works. Because you cannot add. Right. That's fair. I get that. Although, is this inside of this? I wonder. No. No, I hear what you're saying. So what is card props? Card data and set is click. Why are you separating them? Because it's tricky because so I have card data, like, okay, so let me put it this way. So I have the list of cards inside of the game, right? So that contains a list of these cards. And I only care, the game only cares about the ID of the card and whether or not it's been clicked. Right? So the game object, this card list, does not care about the setter function. Necessarily. Because that would be self-referential. So basically, I want to put this handle click function as a property of the card, which is not included in the card data. So this is like an extra prop on top of the state from the card list that I'm passing to the individual cards. It's just a little complexity like that. But maybe that's like not the right way of going about it now that I think about it. But I don't know. I'm just kind of like trying shit, honestly. The card TSX component. Do you care about the setter function as you won't be exporting the type for that function? No, I mean, not really, but I just wrote it to be verbose, right? So I wonder, could I do something like this? Like, could I nest this in here or something? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Oh, there's a typo, is there? Oh, yeah, there is. You got it. I fixed it. Yep. Thanks, Gravier. I appreciate that, man. We got it. We got it. All right, so this is good. So now this should actually work, I think. Ah, but it adds another card, which is not what we want. We want to mutate the original card, right? Now, I'm not sure how to do that, because when we click a card, it adds to our list of cards, which is not what we want. We want to mutate that individual card. So I gotta find that card and then somehow change the data of that card, right? Oh, you know what I can do, actually? I can just do this. This is stupid. I can just do set card list. And then I can do a function, right? I can do like card list.map or something. Or .find. index or find. And then like some key value pair. Oh, yeah. You get the cards into console cards card list and modify and set a new list. Ah, okay, I got you. Could I also not do a map, like some sort of map or find function? Does find return a new thing? Dot map would also return a new array at the end? Yeah. I could do dot map, right? So I could do card, and then I can do, okay, there might be too many things going on here. So let's just do if card.id is card ID, then, oh shit, this isn't, what's wrong with this? Set card list. Oh, I have this nested twice. I'm silly. Okay. So if card list is return updated card, otherwise return card. I think this is fine. Right? So let's try that out. Yep. Nice. Now we can click these guys, right? So, okay, so we got that working. So now they can get clicked. So we could actually probably do some sort of conditional return upon they're clicked. But then does that actually set its... Oh yeah, it does, I guess. Because it refreshes the data and redraws. Yeah, so that's fine. Okay, cool. Nice. All right, so that's good. So we got our clicking working. So if I click, it turns to true, and then we only want to... So what we want to do, though, is like the memory game. Okay? Every time that we click on a card, it shuffles them. So we need some sort of shuffler function, right? So we need a shuffle. We need to do shuffling, which is the next... needs to hold state of cards, and then I need to add shuffling. Card shuffling after each click. I've also said use Pomodoro technique. Yeah, it's good, Gurvir. I like it. It kind of helps me keep sane while I'm doing work. But you know, like I don't get locked in and burned out by doing too long at a time. But cool. All right, so now basically we need a shuffle function, which we can do based on the IDs. So I need to do some sort of bijective mapping. I think bijection is the thing, right? I'm going like mathy on this, but I need a bijective map of some kind, which would shuffle, I think. So I basically need to point each ID to a different order in the list. Search Fisher Yates shuffle algorithm. Got you. Let's see what he's got here. Algorithm for shuffling a finite sequence. Taking a list of... Yeah, this does a bijective mapping, essentially. Okay, so shuffle array of n elements from I to j is random integer such that... Oh, and then I see, okay. So we can do that. Cool. So I need some sort of shuffle function. I think I can do this. This is the pseudocode right here. So I can just implement that after the break. That's not too hard. So I can just say const shuffle cards, and then that updates state again, right? Or it returns a new list. So what I actually have to do is I need to call this shuffle cards function after handle click. So like after down here, I need to call shuffle cards, right? Which is fine. And that'll happen within the game because the game's going to manage that. I'm not going to start writing it yet, but we basically are going to construct a new list based on... so I think we can map over the index, right? Or maybe we'll just do a for loop or something. We could do it directly like a for loop. So exchange AJ and AI. Yeah, thinking about a new list is right. Yeah, exactly. And then we do another set card list at the very end. So technically, when a card is clicked, it'll be what was I gonna say? It'll be updated twice. This state will be updated twice. It'll be updated once for when the card I mean, it's not the most efficient thing, but it's not a big deal. It'll be updated once when we toggle the is clicked value, and then it'll be updated again when we shuffle, which is fine. That's not a big deal. But that's like how we have to handle it, I think, anyway. So and then the other thing that I'm gonna have to do is I need to, for this card data, I'm gonna need to pass in an some sort of image that we get from this API. That's the next piece. So yeah. It's not going to be too bad, I don't think. Not too bad. Okay. All right, let's get back to it here. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to do this for loop. We're going to say let I equals card list dot length -1. I is greater than or equal to 0. Or wait, down to 1 actually. I is greater than 0. I minus minus. And then we'll say const j equals math dot random. I think this just returns a number between 0 and 1, right? So we're gonna have to do math.floor, math.random times I think, right? Might need to be times I plus 1 actually. J is math.floor between 0 and I, less than or equal to I. I might need to make this I plus 1. Now that I think about it, because I don't think this would include a value, because we need to get 1 times I. Oh, no. It's, wait, hold on. Math.random times I, math.floor. Yeah, that should be fine. So this should get a number between 0 and, like, it should be these bounds, right? Although I don't think it's less than or I don't think it can be less than or equal to I. Right? Because we'd have to get 1 times I. Exactly 1. Like, is math.random inclusive? I don't know. Get random int. 3. Okay, so expected output 0, 1, or 2. Yeah, so it has to be I plus 1. That's what I thought. Okay, and then we can do... And then we do a swap. So we need to actually make a new array. So we'll do const new cards, or shuffled cards. No. New card list is an empty array. But it's going to be an array of card data. Right? And then so what we'll do is we'll say... so we want to swap I and J. So exchange AJ with AI. So I is going from top to bottom. Although we might want to do this from bottom to top now that I think about it. That actually might make more sense. So we'll say I is 0. I is less than... I'm actually going to do this the other way around now that I think about it. That is easier to handle. Card list dot length -1. What is your keyboard? The sound is so clean. It is a, here, wait, actually, I think I have a link to it. Or not a link, but a name. I think I've got it as a command here. Maybe? Did I add that as a command? I might be tripping. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the keyboard. It is a nice sound. I do like it though. Let I 0, I is less than, sorry. Jesus Christ. Less than. Okay. Const j is math of 4. So we need between I, j, and n minus 1. So what we need to do is we need to say I plus I minus 1. Oops. Plus math.floor math random to of n minus 1, which is, so this needs to be card length, card list dot length minus I minus 1, I think. Or minus 1 minus I makes more sense, actually. So I think this gets between I and... Is this... I guess this could be 0, right? So, let's see. Get random int 3, so it's math.random times max. So this could be 0, actually. So this needs to be I plus. And then card list, and this is the remaining ones. So I think this is right. Yeah, such that I is less than or equal to j is less than or equal to n minus 1. So I think that's good. Cool. And then we exchange them. So what we're going to do for that is we're going to push the... I actually need to do this all the way up to card's length. Wait, let me think about this. I is less than or equal to, because we're gonna be one short, I think. So I can't swap them easily. Change AI from 1 to n minus 1. From 0 to n minus 2. J is random integer. Shuffles arrays in the opposite array index. Since the inverse of uniformly random permutation. I don't think this covers all the way up to the top though, does it? Because then we're going to be left one out. I think. So we'll say new card list dot push. And then we push at position I of j, right? So we'll say card list j. And then I think that assembles all the way up to the top. Because if this is minus 1 minus, and then I is card list minus 1, then that's 0. And then I don't know what I do with the last index. Indices 0. Random integer such that I is j then minus 1. I is less than or minus 1. I just don't think this will work exactly how I want it to. I is less than or equal to j. I feel like I has to be... I don't know. And then we basically just do set card list to the new card list. Right? Something like this. You know what I can do is I can start this at this, and then I can do this, and then I can do... But this might not include every single one, right? I want it to be a bijective mapping, so that's the tricky part. It's because this isn't initialized, right? So I need to have this as a defined size or something like that. The other thing I could do... No. So that's 0, 1, and J is... I don't know, this might not work perfectly actually now that I think about it, but... I is less than J is less than n minus 1. And then we swap them. So what I'm doing here is I'm not swapping, that's the trouble. And J is a bigger number. So I need to initialize these. So I might need to actually initialize it to card list itself, and then I need to swap. And then I can do a swap. Right? So instead of doing that, I need to actually do a swap. Easy array swap JS. Let's see. Is this like is you can do it with a temp variable that easily? Sure. Say const temp is card lists or new card lists I, and then new card list I is new card list J, and then new card list J is temp, right? Value cannot be modified, Y. Modifying value, oh right, because this isn't from useState. This isn't from useState, this is, I need to get the, this is just a temporary thing. I'm building a memory card game. It's kind of like a, it's basically, I'm working on a card shuffling feature currently. User. So I'm just trying to do that. This should be fine, but I don't see why I can't. I might need to actually like initialize. How do I get like, because this is by reference, so I need to make a copy of this array, right? I should actually update the Nightbot now that I think about it. The Nightbot's a little out of date, but that's okay. I'm building a small memory card game. Get hard copy of array, because this isn't a hard copy, right? Deep copy, here we go. Ah, I can do it like this too. This is kind of cheese. I can do like a JSON.parse of a JSON.stringify. This is like super cheesy. And then of card list, right? And then that's fine now because this is a deep copy, which is what I want. Because before I was just it was a reference to card list, which is not right. So now this theoretically should work when we click on a card. So it shuffles the cards. Yeah. So now you can see that they're all shuffled. The numbers are all shuffled, which is exactly what we want. So you can see like 11's over here, 1's here, and then it changes. Although 11 never changes, so now that's something to think about. Maybe it's because of this. Yeah, so the last card never changes. That's a problem. That's what I thought might happen. Card list A. Math floor, math random, card length minus. It might just be minus I. That might be what I want. Yeah, that works. Okay, cool. Nice. Yep. Here you go. All my projects are on there, my friend. Or at least ones that I've worked on so far. So now you can see that the cards all shuffle, which is exactly what we're looking for. So that's done. And then now what I need to do is I think next mode or next line of business here is to get our styles, get our characters in here from the API. So the first thing that I need to do is I'm going to I'm going to get maybe another file like what I'll call these images. Whoops, not a file, sorry, a folder. Images. And then inside of images, maybe I'll do well, I can figure out what style I like. So I'll just say like get deep copy. Jeez, I cannot type today. Get deep copy of card list. Okay. And we can find some dudes here. Some avatars. Pixel art. Okay, but how many are there though? I want like 12 of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is only 8 of them. So I want to get 12 styles. That's the one thing. Actually, I'm getting these from an API, so I don't actually need that. I didn't think about that. There's only 8 per thing. Icons. You can like rotate them and shit too. That's cool. Oh, this is only a subset of them. I see. Okay. Fun emoji. Oh, we can get like different cut types too. That's neat. So we need to do some sort of we need to do this API call and get these images, right? And then we need to put them as a background on these cards, which we can do by an API call, which we're gonna need to pass maybe maybe what we do is we pass pass a URL, right? So I might need to get those URLs. So you need a handful of cards that displays images, possibly informational text. So how many of like these guys are there here? Okay, so we can like assemble a whole bunch of these dudes. Okay. Now, how do we do image? I'm jumping a little bit ahead here, but I'm just trying to think about how we do images. Background image. Background image. And then we get a URL. Okay. And then the URL can be external. But I need to fetch. Okay, so when I fetch it, it returns a... So I need to do that as a useEffect, right? So I think so I think the order of action or next is image URL. And then we need to pass that to the card data, right? Or sorry, pass that to the is card.image URL, right? And then image URL is, I'm just gonna make it an empty string. Or sorry, just for now. Or actually, you know what I'll do? I'll do react.svg just for now, or vite or something. I'll just do just a local image just to get the image background stuff working, right? And then we'll do the API stuff. So that would be, and then assets / react.svg. So that's fine. We can just pass in that statically. And then, and I'm going to store all of these in some sort of table or something, right? And then, so what I can do now is there's a button here, and then I can add a background image to that button. Although the hover effect doesn't, that's interesting. It's not a big deal. I'll leave that alone. BG and then image. BG value, so BG dash and then URL is, and then I need to include that, right? So this needs to be like this. Although, how do I... Wait, I don't have class name be backticks. That's annoying. Can I like embed it in here maybe? No. Dang. Literals. Or template literals, sorry, my bad. Ah, right, it has to be. I forgot. It has to be JS. That's what it is. That's why. What am I making? I'm making a memory card game, Ghost. So, kind of a game where you have to... I'll do a little example. So, I'm basically making a clone of this where you essentially have to remember which cards you've clicked on, and then they shuffle every time you click them. And then your score increases. Something like this, right? And then if you click on the same card twice, then you lose. But if you click on all the cards without clicking on another one a second time, then you win. I'm basically making a clone of that game. So I've got these cards working now. I just need to get the image working. Okay, so I can do URL and then include the image URL, which I need to actually pass to this as a prop, I think. Right? Oh, I appreciate that, Ghost. I appreciate that. Okay. So that didn't work right off the bat. BG URL is image URL. So I put that in here. So that's the right image URL. Hmm. Image, mountains, JPEG. Been busy lately? How's it going with your journey? You feel like you've improved? It's nice to see you, MCAM, by the way. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm working on React now and using Tailwind and stuff, which is pretty cool. So I think I've improved. I mean, I still got a lot to go, MCAM, but you know, I'm on my way, I think. But I hope you've been well. Yeah, I get it though. It's been busy for me too. This image URL is not. Let me just like put it as a like a literal string in here. Like, what if I just did that? Like, does that actually include anything? No, because it doesn't. Oh, but maybe I need a size for it now that I think about it. I need some sort of background size, no? Like BG auto, maybe? I didn't think about that. BG cover. No. Hmm. I will get this. I'm just using this react.svg as like a... Yeah, it should be out one folder and then into assets and then react.svg. I don't know. As long as it's fun. It's easier to be disciplined than put in the hours. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, it is still fun. I won't lie. It has been a little bit of a grind lately. Like, and stuff with my, like, stuff with my work, or not work, like, my partner and I are trying to move, MCAM, and it's been really stressful. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. All right, I'm going to take another break. Another break, chill, think about this. I'm not 100% sure why this isn't working. Background size, BG cover, BG center. Because this should theoretically work, right? Like, if I, this is our card, but it doesn't have the, let's see what the styles are. Background image URL. Yeah, so this isn't, maybe it's not getting the image for some reason. Assets react.svg. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just using that as like a placeholder. But theoretically that should work. It looks like it's applying the style here. Background size, cover. So, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, background image URL, assets. There's nothing to preview. I don't know. Maybe it can't find the image or something. Should be odd, but whatever. So what's the Odin Project? The Odin Project is a free and open source web development course. Yes, exactly. And you can, it's kind of self-directed, Ghost, completely. And it's got like, if I go to my paths here, it has a foundations course, which takes you through like Git basics, HTML foundations, CSS foundations, Flexbox, stuff like this, right? And then once you finish that path, then you can go to the full stack JavaScript, and you've got like intermediate HTML, CSS, JavaScript, advanced HTML, CSS. Now I'm on the React course. And then there's like databases, Node.js, and then getting hired. So I'm on the React course, and I've been at this 69 days. So this is my, 69th day. I've been doing this for 3 months. And if you go back to the very beginning of my streams, you can see when I started. Yeah, no worries, Ghost. Hey, I just saw your YT live. This is day 68 in my learning series. It's day 69, I think, but yeah. or for people who already know web dev. I knew a little bit, Yadav, but I didn't know a lot at all. I just knew like roughly like what HTML and CSS were. Like I knew basic HTML, CSS, but I hadn't actually like properly started learning until day one. Like I learned like a little bit here and there, so I wasn't starting from completely nowhere, but I started at like a very low level. Like low level in skill, not like low level computation or anything like that. That's different, low level, but you know what I mean? Like, so, yeah. But you should definitely start learning. I would totally recommend it. And the other thing too is I stream so that I can hold myself accountable for doing the work, even when it's difficult. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, when I first started streaming, it was really easy because I was really into it and it was brand new and I was, getting a lot of attention because my live was like, it was fun, it's kind of novel. And like as time's gone on, like that's not to say I don't enjoy streaming, but or even working on this stuff, but it has become more of a grindy routine. But that's just the realities of learning anything is like once you get months in, it's not going to be pretty every single day you show up, but to show up is what matters the most, right? Like I'm going to sit here and I'm going to do 2.5 hours on top of my 8 hour a day job and grind this stuff out because it's important to me. And I want to make a career pivot at some point and be the best professional version of myself that I can. I know I went like way off the rails there, but that's like, kind of what I'm trying to do here, I guess. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know why this background thing isn't working. BG contain. If I did BG auto, I don't know. Or maybe I have to do the BG auto after the URL. I don't think the order matters that much. Yeah, I don't know. Yo, the weather one is cool. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you think so. If you go back in my VODs, Uzair, you can actually watch it. What is my best project? I think it's my Battleship project. So I think it's my Battleship game, which I made between days 40 and 50 roughly. Looks cool. Log in for my GitHub. Nice, Ghost. That's awesome. Okay, so I don't. It's like Tailwind. I'm also using Tailwind for the first time too, so bear with me while I figure that out. So this React logo isn't showing up on this card. Maybe it's because it's a button. Now that I think about it, I wonder if it's because it's a button. Because I wonder if buttons have, like, if I did some sort of like if I got rid of this and then I wrap this inside of a div, I wonder if that would change anything. I don't actually know. And then I did BG auto and then BG URL. Whoops. Oh yeah, and then this needs to be JS. Sorry, my bad. URL, and then I get the image URL, right? And I put this in brackets like this. I don't know if that actually worked. Don't think so. Because now we have a div. So it's div class BG auto BG URL. So I need to go to the, yeah, so this is the div here. But it isn't working. Background not loading. Background image doesn't work. Background image. Yeah, it should work. BG URL. I wonder if I put it directly in. Like, what if I did it like this? And then I did assets. I wonder if this would work. No. Whoops. Oh. Just trying to get an image to appear on the screen, bro. But I wonder if this URL might not work because if the root is in source. That could be. So what if that's true? That's what it is. I figured it out. So this is confusing. So the URL for the image is from source. That's why. Okay, so now we have the it's a little stilly, but or contain. There we go. Nice. I enrolled after my exams. I'll start grinding too. Thanks a lot. No problem, Ghost. You can also like use my streams to grind along too, if you want. You don't have to, but okay. So that's good. So we have that now. I don't think I need this div because I think if I put this guy here, then it'll be fine. Yeah, there's no difference. So I don't need this outer div anymore. The button background was fine. Okay, so now we've got this background working, right? So it's all good. The image URL is going to be, I'll just do it like this, and then I'll do image URL. That shouldn't change anything, right? What? I wonder if I have to do it like this, maybe. No. Image URL is assets. Now it broke again. It was working when we had it directly in there. So if I go back to this. Yeah, so that works. But for some reason, including it dynamically does not work. So where's the background image? Source, assets. Right, so maybe I just need to do this situation. Maybe it needs to be a full URL. No, still doesn't work. Oh, maybe I need to like reboot the dev server. Maybe. No, that didn't work either. Background image. BG URL source assets. That should work. BG image. BG image. Oh, now it's not applying to this thing, which is very confusing. Background size, contain, padding, text. BG URL. Yeah, weird. Weird. Yeah, because if I replace this with the then that fixes it, right? And we have our background image here. But I wonder if I do if I do BG, let's just try this. BG style, BG image, I don't know, BG is equal to BG. And if I just include that here. Yeah, see, it doesn't work. I don't know why. Or sorry. It needs to be like this. Oh, there we go. That worked. Nice. Cool. Alright, so now what we can do is we can construct the image like that. Okay, good. But then including this directly within here doesn't work for some reason. Or does it? This works. I'm gonna lose my marbles. Oh, it does work. I don't know why it wasn't before. Alright, whatever. It's also like I'm tired and I don't know what's going on. Okay, that worked. Okay, so we got that. So now what we have to do is we need to get a list of these symbols here. These little faces. I wonder if we want to do those ones or adventurer. I don't know. I'm probably overthinking it. Seed. Are there only 2 seeds? Yeah, it's too many things. How many characters are there? There's only Annika and Felix. Which is annoying. Maybe not those ones. Pixel art? Ooh, we could do pixel art. I wonder if we just do like random. Can we do like get random ones? Oh, so this returns an array. Okay. At variant 01, variant 2, variant 3. I wonder if there's like a builder. Did you start from scratch on web dev from day 0? You had prior CS knowledge? I did have prior CS knowledge. I did. I have a CS degree actually myself, even though it was more math focused rather than coding. You can also read my FAQ here if you're curious. Both of those should populate in a second. I'm just thinking about what, if there's like an easy way to build stuff here. Okay, so there we go. This is better. Okay, so I can generate URLs. That's much nicer. So if we can just like, so if I copy this, I think we just use these guys, right? Then we have the URL, which I need to get from that source, right? Although I wonder if I even need to use the, I probably need the fetch API. So I need to do a useEffect within the card. Which, although if I just like drop this in here, I wonder what happens. I'm actually curious here. Because I might not even need the useEffect. JS library. Oh, interesting. I can create an avatar. Seed Christian. npm install. HTTP API. Okay, I can also do this too. What if I just did this? Like, what if I just did this? That just work? I don't know. I get the sense maybe no. But I need to import it from somewhere, don't I? Cool, thanks for letting me know. Got around HTML, however, I'm stuck in CSS classes, divs, and especially rem and m. What would be your suggestion? I think, honestly, just practice. I think if you're confused about the concepts, it's mostly just drilling, like just practice on CSS. Like the Odin project that I use, yo, Tyler, how's it going? The Odin project that I use has an entire section on CSS. Like, for example, if I go to the foundations course and I go to like it's CSS foundations, right? Or even whatever, actually, it might be an intermediate CSS, but like you can learn different things about CSS, right? Like inspecting HTML and CSS, what the box model is. But then if I go to the intermediate course, I think it would be in the intermediate course. Now that I think about it. Yeah, so here I can do like more CSS properties, more text styles, font family, and then it teaches you about all these things. And then it gives you practice at the bottom of like articles to read that also contain exercises that you can do as well. Yeah, absolutely, Ghost. I think that's partially what my stream is functioned for, is that you can kind of use my stream as like a co-working space. So that's kind of what it's intended for. Okay, so this isn't just working plop in here. So if I just plop in this URL, it does not indeed work. However, I wonder if I put it just like directly in here, if this works. It does. Interesting. Huh. So I don't even need the useEffect, I guess. Yeah, exactly, Tyler. That's good. Yeah, no worries, Mahir. I'm here to help. Okay, so we want no repeat on this guy, right? So we want background repeat, BG repeat, BG no repeat. But then it's going to need the URL. It's going to need the right URL, which is like annoying that it's not working. It's like piss me off. I guess it does work now, maybe. I don't know. Then it needs BG, no repeat. Get rid of the repeats. BG center. Yes. There we go. YT vids don't help out that much. Yeah, it's a lot about practice, Mahir. If you practice more and more, it'll get easier and easier, I promise you. The other thing you can do too, Ghost, or Mahir as well. Sorry, wrong person. The other thing you can do is you can join my Discord channel and ask questions when you have questions about anything related to web development. And my community is full of people that are happy to help. Yeah, sure. Futurify, give me a question. You feel stupid every time I use AI after struggling to solve a problem by myself. That's fair, Waleed. That's why I don't use AI to help me learn. It's exactly why. But no, you can join my Discord if you have questions, and my Discord can also be a resource for you guys if you want. 263A code forces. I don't do code forces. Futurify. That's just not what I'm doing right now. I appreciate that, Mahir. But yeah, no. Again, like let's say you're working on a CSS problem, you're like, hey, I could go to BenStack's Discord, ask a question. I have over 120 people in there, and I'm sure one person will reply to you and help you out. So, and that way you're not using AI either. HTML, just appreciate that too. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Okay, so we got our character here, right? So now what we need to do is we need to get a list of image URLs, right? So we can use the same URL except with the different characters. So we can use these different characters, and then they should shuffle. So I can do what were they called? Avatars. So I can say like a const. I can do like I can do const avatars is just a list of strings, I think. And then we can just do Christian, Avery, Mason, Liliana, Jocelyn. I'm just doing them in order. Jade. And that should be 6, right? Brian. Sorry, not looking at chat right now. Nolan. Jude. Andrea. And Brooklyn. 2 N's. There we go. Then what we can do is instead of the seed here, we can do seed is avatars. Oh yeah, this is going to need to be like this too. Or can I just do it like this, actually? How did I learn HTML? Oh. AI is great for asking questions about web dev, so web dev's probably AI strongest too. Yeah, I agree. How did I learn? I used the Odin Project feature. You can get the link here. I used the Odin Project. It walked me through HTML. Okay, so now this should... Okay, so then we got our image. Yeah, did you use? Liliana is a cute name. Yeah, it is a cute name. I agree. So now we have different... We should be getting the different avatars, but it's not 100% working. Okay, but every time I click, it does move around, right? So the different avatars, for some reason, are not loading. I'm not 100% sure why that is. Because, theoretically, if I go to Avery and then I go to code, seed equals Avery. I wonder if it's something to do with the fact that it's a API call. That could be what it is. Right? So I don't know if that's the reason. I think exclamation mark command should work, Ghost. Let me see. Never actually had someone do that before, but that's cool. Gemini good for learning? Yeah, okay. You can TDG knows the answer. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is you should always check AI to make sure that it's giving you the most accurate information, right? Okay, so we probably should use an useEffect here somewhere. So let's like look up how people do that. useEffect with API background images. Let's see. Document.body.style.background image. And React. You need to import the image. Ah, I see. So it need to be something like this, because I think part of our issue with this not loading is due to the fact that it's a URL, right? Because if we replace that, save it, yeah. See, so she got loaded in, but I don't know. So I probably have to use a useEffect here or something like that. Is this Odin does not require money, Futurify. Odin is completely free. You just want to learn concepts of OOP? No, it's no worries, Futurify. I got you. Sorry, it's just I'm trying to solve this, and also chat. It's we're kind of bumping tonight. I feel like a little bit. So all right. So I need to get this guy here. useEffect, ref.current style. Because I need to include that inside the style, but I don't know how to do that with Tailwind. Tailwind background from API React, maybe. Let's see. I think I found a solution. Last name is bg image var image URL fetched URL. And how do I get the fetch stuff though? Is competitive programming still alive? I think for getting job interviews it is for sure. I think for job interviews definitely Futurify. What is the project concept? Just want to know the avatars look cool. Basically I'm building a clone of this memory card game. So basically what you do is you click on an avatar and then it shuffles the deck, right? And then what you have to do is you have to remember the character that you clicked on. And then once you click on it, and then you have to click them all so that you click unique characters every time. So like, for example, if I reset this, my score is 0. So let's say I click on like this Captain Grime, right? I can't then click on him again or else my score gets reset. So if I click on Captain Grime again, you can see my score is 1. But if I click on another character like Mayor Toadstool, my score will increase. But if I click on like Captain Grime again, my score is going to go down to 0. Right? So it's like a memory game. That's the project I'm building, essentially. All right. Let me go to the washroom. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. You guys can hang out. I will be right back. I'm just working on this URL stuff. And then I'll get that fixed and working, and hopefully finish this project off mostly by the end of stream today. We'll see. Yeah, it's unique. Exactly. I like it. All right, so I'll be back in a minute or so, guys. So BRB. All right, I'm back. Just had to run to the washroom real quick. What's chat saying? Anyone know C++? Not an AI power user? Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I think again, I think AI is most useful to people that know how to code. That's my opinion. And Tyler would share that opinion. Or TDG in chat. At least I would assume. So let me go back to 100%, yeah. Exactly. Like that's the thing with vibe coders, right? You got to be careful with vibe coding. Because if you don't, AI can run amok, right? Again, there are some topics with coding. Like if you say to like any AI, right? Give me an implementation of insertion sort in JavaScript. I guarantee you with almost 100% accuracy that's going to give you a working implementation of insertion sort, just as an example. But that's because it's been drilled on DSA shit. Like its data has been, and it's been drilled on that training for so, long, I guess. Also, it's a very narrowly scoped problem. No, solving questions on C++ is not easy at Intershot. Yeah, well, obviously not. That's why it's an international Olympiad level. I didn't even know there was like, I feel like for all the DSA problems, like I use just Python because it's more about the concept than it is the language. Like when you're solving DSA, it's more about like your understanding of the algorithm from like a high level than it is the actual language you use to implement it. Yeah, I'm going to be real. I've never delved into the world of C++. I've used C before. Yeah, exactly. Like that's why like with LeetCode and stuff like that, I use Python because it doesn't matter. Oh, you're like 14, dude. Dang. C is where it's at. Yeah. That's hey, I get it. I totally get it. I understand why people like C. It's so simple yet so complex. Like it's elegantly simple, I think. But you can do so much with it. That's why it stood the test of time for like 55 years, right? So, like wasn't C created in like 1970 or something like that? It's like the same age as my parents basically. At what age did I start? I started well, so you can say I started learning how to code kind of when I was a kid. So when I was like 10 or 11, but that was like really not serious. I didn't start seriously learning how to code until I was 22. So 3 years ago. So I've been coding for 3 years. I'm 25 now. You have the KCNR. Do I have a job? Yeah. I do have a job. I work in IT. Okay, so then we need to get this image URL in here. So we need to do some fetching. Whoa, that is not what I want to do. I want to include this back into this. Not going to let me, is it? Okay. Fetching API image React. I don't know. Let's see. I just want to see. Okay, so fetch. That's the result. URL. Create object URL. Image blob. And then set image. Oh, it's a state. Interesting. Ah. Okay. I'm gonna try something like this. And then source image. But I wanted to do it as a background. Set image object URL. Okay, so that's cool. So I'll actually do that. I wonder if I can do that. So then I wonder if I can. I might need to actually create it as an image inside of this. Now that I think about it. I could do that. I'm gonna probably work off of this implementation. So you're the only one intern here? Probably. Ghost. Though I'm majoring CS is somehow involved in the creative field now, I can't even leave the field. I like to edit videos too, nice. I mean, you can do more than one thing, right? So let's just try, because I need to have an image tag inside of here. So we could just try this. So we can do, I'll do a similar thing that this does. Const, image, avatar or something. Set avatar. And then use state what though? What would the type be for that? Create object URL. I don't know what the type would be for that. I don't know, I'll worry about the typing later. So I'm gonna do a useEffect. Oops. And then I can do fetch avatar. And then I'll do this. No dependencies. Then I'll do const fetch avatar equals async. I think this is a good way of doing it. And then const res equals await fetch image URL. Res.blob, interesting. Call res.blob to convert the response object to a blob. Next we create image blob to convert to URL string that we can set as the source abstract. Ah, okay, I see. Interesting. Array strings are non-primitives? I actually don't know the answer to that. What sort of job is like you can get starting after doing C++, and is there any scope? I don't know, Futurify. I have no idea. Equals wait res.blob. Just a thing, and then const image object URL is URL dot create object URL. I don't know if this is the best way of doing this, but I'm just kind of set avatar. I want to do avatar here. Set avatar to image object URL. So then it would need to be this type. What's this type? It's just a string, right? What? Why doesn't this work? How if I name use state? Oh, import. There we go. Is this not the right way of doing the typing? Yeah, it is. Okay. Fetch avatar. Calling state synchronously within an effect can trigger cascading renders. Return. Avoid calling set state. Wait a minute. Is it not like that? Let me zoom this in. The amount of job can pay me annual at max. Like, what do you mean by that? Like, what's the max amount of job? What's the max pay you can get for a job? It depends. Totally depends. Why isn't this working? Should work fine, but it isn't. So useEffect is fetch image. Object URLs, useEffect, async function fetch image. Oh, so it wants me to do it inside of. Okay, so this might be a more complete version. Signal, abort, control, signal. We can do something like this, right? Hello, how far have you reached? I'm just working with, oh shit, that actually worked? Oh shit, that worked. That's pretty cool. I'm getting there though, Groovier. Yeah, I'm in Canada personally, Futurify. Yeah, okay, so that worked, but it doesn't like this. So I wonder if quick fix, disable React HUT set state in effect. Oh, is it because I'm setting the state in the effect? That's probably what the problem is, right? I could do more error checking here, but that does work. How's it going, Heartbreak? Oh shit, it worked? Yeah, exactly. So it did work. Here's our avatars, right? It ostensibly worked. However, this is giving me shit. So I wonder if I just disable this. Because the reason why this is yelling at me is because I have... Okay, so I should probably refactor this a little bit to do some error checking, right? So I can say if not res dot okay, and then I can do this as a try catch, I think, probably, right? So I can do a try catch. Again, I don't know if this is like the perfect way of handling this, but so you do try catch, and if not res okay, then throw new error, network, error, fetching, avatar, or something like that, right? And then in the catch function, we'll say, oh yeah, we need an error, don't we? Error, maybe? Can it be, does it matter what the type is? If, I don't need this abort controller bullshit, do I? I wonder if I even need that. I can just say set error. Oh, because it's a state, right? It's a state. Bullshit. I can just say throw new error. Failed fetching avatar. Okay, error fetching avatar. Maybe that's not really... Could not fetch avatar or something. I don't fucking know. Although I don't think I'd even need this if there's a not res.okay. I don't even need the try catch actually. I'm dumb. I think I can just do it like this. And then okay, so there's some cleanup too. I think it wants it moving the const fetch avatar function declaration inside the effect would work. Oh, maybe it would. Maybe it would. So if I did that, maybe you're right. Let's try that, Groovier. Sorry, I didn't see your message. Yeah, that did work just fine. Okay, that's disgusting. That should auto format. Cool. All right, nice. And then I can get rid of this. Cool. Thanks for that, Groovier. You're 14, so a lot can change in that regard. 4+ years. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Don't worry about work until you're like out of high school, I would say, or like career stuff. That's my opinion. But all the way from Nigeria, nice heartbreak stories. That's awesome. I'm a web dev, but not yet a professional. What is bro building? I am building a memory card game. It's essentially a game where you click on an image. And then you have to remember which images you've clicked, and each time you click on an image, the rest of the images shuffle. And then so I'm building a clone of this game, right? So for example, if I click on the same image more than once, the score will go down to 0, right? So that's kind of what I'm building. Video games is why I got into programming. Same here, honestly, Tyler. I I agree. I was obsessed with the DS as a kid. And I loved that. So that kind of always, I was always, when I was very little, I was always amazed how you could get like I played New Super Mario Bros. On the DS, and I was always amazed how you could move it sounds trivial, but like moving a character and controlling him, like Mario, like on a platformer, like that always was like magical to me. What about age? I'll be preparing after this year for like world most tough exam. Oh, geez. DS was pretty sick. Nintendo was so awesome back in the day. I agree. I agree. The Nintendo DS Lite was my first gaming console, actually. I was like, how old was I when that came out? Like 5? I think I was like 5 years old when the DS first dropped. It's like the first gaming console I like vividly remember being a thing. Missing dependency image URL. Oh yeah. Sure. Although that's not okay, so that's the image URL changing. And then also the set avatar as well is a dependency. So this looks like it worked. So we can see which ones we've clicked on, right? However, there's a little bit of a problem. Holy shit. When we click on a guy, the clicked gets reset to false, which is not what we want. And the reasoning for that is because this refresh doesn't have... So you know what we need to do, actually, is we need to do maybe the updated card handling. I wonder if we do this... I don't know. You're 19 plus 21, nice. 19 is, you had the OG Game Boy, dang, that's awesome. You build mobile app too? Yeah, I'm styling it to be mobile view heartbreak. I do mobile first design. You're my senior? Yeah, I'm 25, Ghost, so I'm a little older than you two. I think the problem here is we're having two re-renders happening at the same time. So what I actually think I have to do is I have to pass the card ID to the shuffle cards, and I wonder if we put the actually I could just I wonder if I do a shuffle first and then we do that. Like, what if we pass it the card ID? What if I did it like this, and then I do this dot map like this? And then updated card is a card data, right? So what we can do is we reshuffle everything, and then we do this, and then that should just be fine. And then I'll do shuffle cards, card ID, and updated card, like that. So that should now work. So now when we click a guy, we should get... Oh, interesting. So it's not shuffling properly. Interesting. Oh, new card list, sorry. New card. I think this now works. Through. Then we can see which ones we've clicked, right? So we clicked her and we clicked him. Clicked Mr. Mohawk. Oh, now shit's getting added. This is not exactly what I want. Okay, so this is kind of broken. You go with Java or CP. Yeah, that's fair, Tyler. That's fair. Okay, so we're doing the shuffle and the update at the same step, which might not be advisable. Ah, because the updated card... Ah, okay. So you know why? Is what we want to do here is we want to say... This is the problem. is our updated card is not the right thing. So what we can do is we can actually do this. We don't even need to pass the updated card. So this is probably, I could put all this inside of the handle. Click function, now that I think about it. So I can do it like this. So new card list, return updated card. So then we do const. So we do shuffle. And then I need to do a new updated card. And then it's card data. And then I need to dot card list card ID. Because the IDs now are not representing the index necessarily. Not read block scoped variable. What? Oh, because this is a string. Jesus Christ. Equal sign. Fuck. Okay. Stupid. Sorry, I'm like behind on chat. Okay, so this is our updated card. So card list, number, card ID. I should probably change the way that the ID works a little bit. Because that's not actually the way we want to index it. Yeah, so what I want to do is I actually want to say ID is card ID. Is clicked true, and then I need to get the image URL too. Appropriate image URL. Although actually I can just I can actually do this. I don't even need this. I can just return new card, and then is clicked is true. I think I can do that. Update card list state to shuffled card to shuffled new card list, and check for clicked card. Something like this. Clicked true. Click true, click true. Did I click on him? Okay, so let's see. We'll click on you. And then we'll click on you. So we got true, and then everyone else should be false. Click on you. 1, 2, and 0, true. Mohawk is true. Yeah, I think this works. I think this works now. So now what we have to do is, actually just gonna put this, is we need to, if we click on a card that's already been clicked, we need to reset the game. Right? That's the other thing. And I'm going to want to actually generate a new ID here, because having it just be a number is kind of stupid. So I'm going to do crypto.get random UUID. I think that's probably better. There we go. And then for the card, I'm not going to print the ID. I'm just going to print is clicked. So false, 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 false. And then we need to do some, maybe like a card border as well. So we have rounded large, and then we'll do border. We got card borders. And let's go to borders here. Yeah, that's true. I've heard of Harvard's CS50 course. Although I've heard it's also a little bit dated, or at least it can be. I don't know. Where's border? Jesus Christ. Border radius, border width. So I can do like border 2. Do border 2, and then there's a color, right? Border color. And then we could do a color as well. So on our index CSS, we got a blue color. So we can do border. Then we can do our custom color, I think. Border dash, and then I think just this, right? We got main call blue. Nice. There's our cards. Maybe do like 4. A little thicker. It's a bit dated, and it's just foundational concepts you're getting, and they're always relevant. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, exactly, Tyler. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so we got our thing now. So when we click on a guy, it should turn to true, and it shuffles, which is pretty cool. So, nice. Still reference a book from the 80s? Dang. Well, okay, but how much has C actually changed since, like, the 80s, realistically? Like, what has been added to C since, like, 1985, for example? Or like, has it been much? So if we click on a guy that's already true, yeah, it shouldn't change. Okay, cool. And then now we want to increment the score based on the is clicked, right? So we'll work on that next. We'll work on the score piece. So keep track of score. Yeah, card components use the dice bear avatars API to get an image. And then now we need to track score, which is probably also going to be a state inside of the game as well. Set score equals use state number, and we'll say 0, right? So I'll do that next. There's C23 Ben implemented in 2024. Got you. Oldest gold, yeah, fair. We actually used, like, in my degree, we actually used textbooks that were properly, like, 30 years old. Mostly for computer science theory. Because, like, to be real, guys, like, CS theory and, like, foundational data structures and algorithms has not changed in 45 years. Or maybe 40 years. I mean, there's been small innovations since, especially in like cyber or cryptography. But like as far as like cryptographic algorithms, but like as far as like foundational data structures and algorithms, like all the stuff that we use today was figured out by the 80s. A lot of the same techniques are still, yeah, exactly. Like, if you think of like programming languages, like Alan Turing, right? Like, the theory of programming languages goes back all the way to Turing, essentially. And he was like in like the 1930s. I don't know what version Java is in 2026. Let's look it up. Java latest. It looks like JDK 26. Java 26. Which makes sense. A lot of breakthroughs were done during that time. Yeah, exactly. That's true, Gervier. Between like the 1940s and like the 1970s, yeah. War is good for nothing but innovation. Yeah, that's true. Like if you think of like Alan Turing and the Enigma machine. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie with Benedict Cumberbatch. I forget what it's called. Imitation Game. Is it called Imitation Game? The Imitation. Yes. This is a good film if you want to watch the history or like learn the history of Alan Turing. Yeah, I watched this movie like 10 years ago probably. I mean, I don't know how you feel about Benedict here, but you know he does a decent job. But yeah, no, that kind of illustrates the history. Ex Machina? Yes, I've heard of that. I've heard of Ex Machina. And there's a game that's also called that too, isn't there? There's a video game called, or maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. I thought there was a game called like Ex Machina. I could be wrong though. I'm not like huge into that stuff. But I think for today I'm gonna do one more Pomo session, and then probably just chill with chat for a bit because I don't know. It's been a long effing week for me. Long and stressful, but hopefully by tomorrow, if the people accept our lease agreement, then we will move. Yeah, Deus. That's what I'm thinking of. Deus Ex Machina. But yeah, no, we're hopefully moving. We submitted a lease application, which took like forever, but hopefully that, you know, gets sorted by tomorrow. But it's been just a lot of stress and calling and pain, but you know, it is what it is. I hope you guys have had a good week. I don't understand why I'm not landing a job. I don't even reach the interview round. Jobs like Walmart and stuff are rejecting me. Oh damn. That sucks, Gervier. I wonder if it's because like your resume is being auto rejected. Hope it gets sorted. Yeah, I hope so too. Because if we lose, so we're submitting an application. Yeah, exactly. Don't take it personally. If we're submitting an application and if this application gets rejected, then we have to start from zero again, which is fucking annoying. Because we've been like working on this one thing for like the past few days. But that's like the reality of apartment hunting, unfortunately. You know, if the landlords for whatever reason don't like your offer, or they go with somebody else that's willing to pay a little bit more rent, then they're gonna just drop you, right? So it all depends on many factors. So you know, I don't envy you if you've never had to move before. Starting to feel like they're just posting jobs for the sake of just momentum. The other thing you can do, Gervier, and this doesn't apply to big jobs like Walmart, but what you can do is instead of applying through like something like Indeed or whatever you use to apply, you can actually like go to the company website and submit an application there through their website. Yo, Jay, how's it going? We've made significant progress. You hate moving? Yeah, me too. But I think I figured out the dice bear, Jay, and we got our match game kind of working. So now when we click on a guy, we can see it changes the state from false to true, and it shuffles the deck. So, yeah, no, Gervier, you'll land something, my friend. It'll just take time. It also depends where you are in the world, too. But yeah, no, so we've got this working. And now I just need to implement score, which we can do in the handle click function. So we actually have to do that here. And then we actually have to do that in this if statement. Because we have to say if card ID or new card, sorry, if new card dot is clicked, then we have to set score to be score plus plus. Otherwise, or maybe does this not work? Oh. Score plus 1. Else, set score to be 0. Right? I think that works. And then I just have to print the score out somewhere. So we can do that too. Dope, I'm glad it's working. Yeah, it was, oh, sucks. Late shift is rough, yeah. But I'm glad you made it, Jay. Glad you're here. I know, it's cool. I found this implementation on Stack Exchange that I kind of co-opted using this async inside of the useEffect. So, because what I was doing is I need to get the image for the avatar, right, from the API, which I'm using the API here, and then I'm cycling through a list of avatars, which are like, there's like a list of avatars here, so I'm just using them by name. Because instead of designing my own characters, I don't really care to. So I'm just using this list of names, and then I'm cycling through them. And assigning them to cards, right? And then I'm using this useEffect to fetch that data and assign it using this URL.createObject URL thing. Which this image object URL is a string type, so I assign that here. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. That's kind of how the implementation works. All right, so then we need, inside this div, actually outside of this div, I want to do the score. So I'm just going to do P, and then we'll do score, and then we'll include the score. So, and then I'll also center this too. Flex, and then justify center. Something like this, and then maybe pad 2, or P2, sorry. Not P2, M2? Top 2. Wait, how do you do top margins? Margin. M. Left. Right, top. So it's MT. Okay, so it's not M top, it's MT. Cool, cool, cool. Nice. Just a little little separation. So now if we click, oh, the score should update. Why is not updating? Set score is score plus 1. Is that not work? Oh, because this is. Middle day shift has to be the worst one? Really? I don't know if I agree with that. If new card dot is clicked, set score. But this should be like within this scope, right? Because this handle click is being. Like I'm calling that from the card. Set is clicked. ID. And then set is clicked. I'm handing that to this via this handle click function. So I wonder if because the score state is outside, like that should theoretically work. Because if we click a card that's already been clicked. Oh wait, this is reverse logic. I'm stupid. I want this down here. And then this is 0. This is, the logic's backwards. That's just basic me being stupid. Okay, there we go. So now if we click a guy, then the score will increase. But if we click the same one again, then the score goes down to 0. Right? So if we click get this guy, it goes up. This guy, this guy, this guy. And I have the cheat here, whether you can see whether they've been clicked or not with this little false or true. So then the maximum score should be 12, right? But then if we click one that's already true, our score gets reset. Perfect. Exactly the behavior I was looking for. Nice. So then we can make the cards look a little nicer. And we could also get rid of that state as well. And then we need some sort of like you win message if you get all the way to you could also have like a best score too, it doesn't really matter. So, and then the other thing I need to do is I need to make this adaptable to desktop. Because right now the desktop view is like disgusting. Although I could probably just like, I don't know. We'll see what I'll do with the desktop. I think I'm going to modify the grid a little bit. But anyway, I'll keep with the mobile for now. Oh, but then this doesn't reset. Okay, so the other thing I need to do is when I fail here, I need to actually reset the state of all of the... That's annoying, actually. Because I need to set these all back to false and reshuffle them. Which is a pain in the dick. It's a pain in the ass. Let's see. How can I rectify that? You know what I can do actually? I'll do this check first, I think, because whether we update set card list that way versus the other way, I'll do this check first. So I'll say card ID. So we get the card ID, which is just a UUID. Then I need to find that. Right? So what I'll do is I think I can find array.find.js. The find method of array returns the first element of the private array that satisfies the function. Ah, okay, so let's do this. So we'll say const card clicked equals new card list, whoops, new card list dot find card or new card dot ID equals card ID, right? And then what we do is we say if card clicked dot is clicked is not is clicked actually, then we need to proceed by doing this like this. So we'll set score +1, otherwise set score to 0, and then reset cards. Reset state of all cards, right? And then I can do set card lists to new card lists dot map new card, and then just return new card, and then is clicked to be false. And then otherwise I do the same as up here without this. I can just do lift and shift this guy. Whoops. So now what that should do, theoretically, is when we click a wrong card, reset state of all cards, reset clicked state. Update clicked state of clicked card. Check if the card just clicked was clicked before. Something like this. Okay, so now our score increases, right? But now if we click that says true, if we click a card that says true, score should be 0 and they're all false. Perfect. Nice. Okay. So that's the logic we wanted. So that's good. So let's fix these cards a little bit. So the first thing I can do is I can make this score out of maybe like some like card list dot length or something. So I can say like out of how many cards there are. Something like this, right? And then maybe like make this, what was the font size again? Font size? Make this a little bigger. Text base, text large. Yeah, so I have to obviously do this for, you know, do text 2XL? Sure. So there's our score. Then we can remove the, let's see if we can do this and get a win. So remove this guy. And so there's our images. And then we could do like a dark background or something. BG color, or BG call blue, or call alt blue. Maybe black's too dark. Gray. Gray, is it with an A? BG white. Oh, that's not going to do anything. Green. What are the colors anyway? Background. Ah, I see. There's like numbers. Try a gray? Yeah, sure. I'll try a gray. Should be a gray in here somewhere. Gray. Of course, it's spelt the American way, right? Yeah, so BG gray, like 500 or something. Yeah, I could also do that too. I'm just, yeah, let me do the hex. Gray, and then I'll just do like something like this. So I think I could do it like this. BG call gray. Is that how that works? Yes, perfect. Nice. Gray looks kind of bad though, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe like a little lighter. Maybe too light? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the contrast on all these is dog shit. I don't know like what the right background is for all these dudes. I mean, that's like not terrible, I guess. But I don't know. Or you could do black. Well, that makes the brown kind of hard to see, but you know. We need a color scheme picker visualizer thingy majingy. Yeah. I mean, we can do this. This is our color picker. We can do a color picker here. But, you know, which is built into VS Code. I could even do like a blue or something. Like I could do like a blue color of some kind. Oh wait, does that not work? Oh, because of this. Wait, why did it go to RGB all of a sudden? I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm at the sites to give you the titles of the color schemes. You can choose that. Oh yeah, I got you. I'm just trying to do like a background, to be honest with you. Been a while since you did that. Yeah, sure. I mean, we can do that. And then we'll probably tomorrow I'll probably futz around with the styling of this. But then like that's pretty much it, because like the desktop version's wrong, right? Like that's not what we want for the desktop version. So we'll obviously fix that. There's a way of doing that quickly. Like I think I could do that at least with the grid right now. So I could do MD. I think it's MD:grid. MD, and then if I do grid calls 6, and then gap 2 or 4 maybe. Oh, but that's, I want to do MD, or is it MD? I saw something with MD, right? Get Claude Code. Duke's rage baiting. Oh yeah, Tyler just said that. Let's see, responsive design. MD:, yeah, so why didn't that work? MD is 48 rem. Small is 40 rem. So it'd be small, actually. Or maybe large, I don't know. Actually, that wouldn't work, would it? Large. That should fix itself. What? Large, 40 width. Media width is 64 rem. Oh, that only applies if it's greater than. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So actually what we want is we want this. Or something. And then we go to the big screen. There we go. Perfect. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's better. Much better. So we have a desktop view and then like a... Yeah, much better. I was doing it so you can do like a 6x2 grid or something like that, right? So you have to remember which ones you clicked. And if you click the same one twice, then the score resets. So it does work. It is functional. We just need to make the styling better. All right, let's go to... okay, so this is good to know. This is greater than or equal to, which actually makes my implementation easier. Okay, so let's go to... let's go to... Where was it? The ink drop? No, not ink drop. What was it called? There was a thing. Do I not have the... Let's see. Oh yeah, it's coolers, right? Coolors. I'll add this to my... something. I don't know. Put it in there. Palette generator. Okay. So we can press space to make new palettes. The only problem is the freaking avatars look... There's nothing, like no background that looks good for them. I could also like delete these, right? So I can do 3 color palettes. See, like I wouldn't even mind something like this with the blues. So we can do, so this is clicked is not being used. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. So I'll say call lights. Whoops. And then I'll do the hex B98. Call medium. That's an okay color scheme? I don't know. This one's fun. I'm just like finding ones. It's not a big deal. I mean, this is basic. Black, white, and charcoal. I don't know, I'm just like, this one's not even bad either. I don't know. Because we could go that, and then we don't even need a border color on the card either. Border 4. Yeah, I don't need this either. Just do rounded. Call medium is, oh yeah, and this is going to be I could just do like, or I can even say like call dark. I can even do a light, a dark, and an accent or something. The blue on the white background looks okay. Like this blue, maybe. We can try that. Copy this guy. Yeah, that's fair. Copy. I don't even know what I'd use the yellow for necessarily, but then we could do call blue on this. Is clicked isn't used, that's fine. Yeah, so that's the blue. Oh, the blue I already had just now. Well, this is a similar one, in fairness. This one's pretty similar. And it offers good contrast, I think, between all the avatars. Right? Because the avatars are visible. And then we could do some, like, shadow business on these cards. Yeah, it doesn't look bad either. Yeah, the contrast exactly. Because any other color, right? It would be hard to, like, maybe the hair would not be perfectly visible or whatever it is, right? So, I don't know. This is stuff we can mess with, like, tomorrow. Like, the specifics of the styles. Like, I'm not married to this color palette. Like, we can change it around. But I think I'm going to leave that for tomorrow. But the game is functional. Let's actually see if we can beat it. I'm going to try beating it. Okay, so let's do you. I don't know if we clicked you or not. We click Mohawk, no. Do we click beard? Click that guy. I don't know if we clicked the beard one or not. Oh no, we didn't. Okay. No, dang it. Okay. I got to 10. Try this one more time. Got you. You. So we got her, him, this guy, bald dude, awkward face. Bald dude, him. Don't think we did you, don't think we did you, don't think we did you. Don't think we did you. This is like harder than the other one, I feel like. Because they don't have names. I think that's why it's difficult. Did we do the... No, dang. So close. It's hard when there's no names. It's hard when there's no names. I will get this. Okay, so we'll do this girl. And then the guy with glasses. And then this guy with glasses. And then this guy with glasses. Okay, so we did everyone with glasses. And her. So now we'll do all the other women, I guess. We'll do her. Assuming... I'm gendering these pixel art characters, sorry. Okay, and then that should be it. Let's do this guy and this guy. And then I don't think we did this guy, this guy, this guy, or this guy, right? And then what was the other one? We hit him? There, I did it. Got it. 12 out of 12. I beat my own game. Perfect. I like how they share some feature with someone else. Definitely hard mode. Yeah, exactly. It is hard. It is difficult. Because, like, this dude and this dude look similar. This dude and this dude look pretty similar. I'm assuming these are both dudes. I don't know. Some are unique, though. Like, green hair over here is unique. This girl's unique because she is the only one that has that color of hair. Actually, no, she isn't. But with that shirt color, she's the only one with that shirt color. This guy's unique because he's the only bald guy, I think. But yeah, I know. So there's little things you can like attach to, right? But I don't know. It's kind of cool. So that's gonna be it, I think, for today. I technically don't need to pass this in, I guess, but just I can just do this, and then like, can I not make a prop optional? This value's never read. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Whatever. Because I had it. I think I was using it initially in the implementation, and then I wasn't. But anyway, all right. So, that is going to be it for me today, I think. You know, we got our adaptive stuff working, so that's pretty good. You don't have to go crazy with the different, you know, view modes or anything like that. That's a pretty good difference, I think. And Tailwind is a dream because I didn't have to worry about any of the sizing of this. It just works, right? Like, that's beautiful. I love how easy that was. So, you know, but anyway, so I'll be live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to follow along on my journey, feel free to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Feel free to join the Discord. Link is at the top of the description. If you want to be a part of my community and ask questions and talk with over 100 other individuals who are also eager about web development or eager in web development and other kinds of development. You know, we've got Tyler in the Discord, loves C, you know, stuff like this. So, you know, there's a lot of folks in there. You can maybe also make connections, share your projects, etc. So yeah, that's it for me, and I'll see you tomorrow. So hopefully I see you with me. So.